By Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
Welcome to Panther Sports Talk. We're recapping week one. The Panthers fell in the final seconds, the final play of the game at number 10 ranked Iowa State. They're actually 7th in that home game. And Coach, a big measuring stick to see where your program is when you go on the road and face a top 7 team in the nation. And your thoughts from that game?
I thought we played well. We made our mistakes. We definitely took the game to the last play of the game, and there was opportunities in there to win the game because there was a lot of equality on that field. I mean, they came after us with everything they had, and their running back is the real deal. But we stood the test and did a great job. We just need to do a better job on offense to get that last touchdown.
How important to punch him in the mouth and get that first score right away?
Well, I thought that was important because initially what the plan was, we knew there was going to be a wave of emotion and a wave of momentum in this game. And it happened right on the opening play because we started out really poor, backed up in our end zone, and then punted. They were at the 50-yard line, so we were pinned. We were on the wrong side of the field. And then the two big plays, second effort by the scramble by Will, and then the play and the break of tackle by Quan made the difference and swung momentum back in our direction.
How impressive, Will, that mobility, never giving up on a play and working to extend the play and find a good opening.
Well, that was the message going into the game, and it's the message for any game is it will be our second effort where we'll win the game, and the second effort by Will, the second effort by Quan, the second effort by Dion, those were the differences of making those plays that swung the football game.
You had a quarterback competition going in, but from my perspective, Will definitely played and excelled at many levels in that game.
He did. He was chosen for that particular game. His mobility helped him in that game. But now there's games coming up that, you know, the throwing game and stay in the pocket, those types of things are going to be important. So, you know, there's still a quarterback competition going on, but Will, in that particular day, really held up and did well and put us in position to win.
Panthers had that lead 7-0. Cyclones get a field goal, and really in the second half, just not much scoring. It was a defensive slugfest.
Well, it was. And the first touchdown they did get, it was a pass interference is what triggered it, and that was even a questionable call at that time. So you take that off the board, it would have made a difference, and yet at the same time with that kind of defensive battle, there was enough opportunities out there to win the game in other ways.
Defensively for UNI, it's not just Jared Brinkman, it's every guy out there, but we do have a story coming up here on Jared and just how much he means to your front line, but your entire defensive unit.
Well, Jared, on Sunday when we showed it to our football team, we were showing second effort plays. And Jared had multiple second effort plays, and you got to remember, playing D tackle is like pushing a truck around all afternoon, because all it is push, push, push. And then there's times that you got to run stuff down. And that's what Jared did. He was up against a double team for most of the day, and yet there's times he's running things down from behind, whether it's a screen, a draw, or a quarterback scramble. So, tremendous football player.
I thought Omar Brown made some good stops defensively as well that really, forced him to take a field goal instead of grabbing that touchdown.
Well, Omar stood out. Omar came up, made a big hit on a third down where the guy had actually gotten the first down and hit him, jarred the ball out, and kicked the ball back behind the sticks. And then the two big hits down at the goal line to put us in position to win because they score there, game over. And yet he had two big tackles and the final one for a 3-yard loss against a Heisman candidate. I mean, it wasn't like the talent wasn't there. It was Omar stood up and made the hit.
The Panthers really did a great job passing the football and really moving the chains, a lot of first down and everything. And again, it went down to the wire there, and the belief that your guys had that we're not just going to come in and try and win this game. They're going to be in it to the very end. And that belief, a lot of the guys, that was the biggest game that they had been into because you do have so many underclassmen and that haven't been in an environment like that before.
Well, it was, and I think all the hype, I mean, there's a lot of hype at Iowa State in this particular week of everything they had and their great team they had coming back, and it was legit hype. But at the same time, it was like we wanted to go down. We knew the quality of our football team, but we just wanted to go in there and not talk a lot, but play a lot. And I was really pleased with how we played. We should have ran the ball better than we did, which would have opened up a little bit of the passing game more. But again, it's a very good opponent, so you got to be careful with how you evaluate what happened that day.
More with Coach Farley and that story on Jared Brinkman right after this.